Hey guys, and welcome back to the Sunderland Road to Glory, episode number 10 now of season number 3, Cooking with Gas. As today, make sure you have seen them other episodes, and make sure we hit 30 likes on this one, because it's going to be an exciting one. We are 9th in the table, we have 10 games to go, we are 2 points off playoffs, but Stoke have a game in hand. As I'll show you the standings to start off with today, I need to show you the standings quite a bit more to see where we are, as there you go, 6 places, only the really realistic one I feel like. Reading have cemented their place, really, 66 points is a huge chase, so it's us, Brentford, Bristol and Stoke all battling it out. We've played both Bristol and Brentford twice already, if I'm not wrong, so yeah, we don't play them again this season, as today's 5 games are quite tough on their own. Well, I say quite tough, very tough on their own, as we're going to play 3, simulate 2, but the 3 we play today are vital. It's our ex-club to start off with, Nottingham Forest. We want revenge. They beat us at the start of the season, then it's at home in the Tyne-Wear derby against Newcastle, who were like 3rd or 2nd. Let's try and stop them getting automatic, shall we, and try and get ourselves nearer the playoffs. Preston and Birmingham are definitely simulated. Preston lower mid-table, Birmingham rock bottom of the league, and we play Stoke themselves on the 27th of March. Can we make it a historic day for the club? Because we really need to try and get the win right there. We've got 4 home games as well, 1 away, which is Preston, so I have faith we can get results at our place, but the only thing stopping me and holding me back from really getting excited as much as I can do is injuries. As you can see right here, we've still got Drew Yearwood, Van Acker, Campbell, 09 and Valley all out, and the ratings are even going down whilst they're out, so that's annoying as well. But when they're not playing, they're not on good form, I guess, so they can't really grow. As today's team, he's still, I would class it as makeshift, but at least we get in there a little bit more. As Baba is in goal, Baba Gida, he's now 70 rated, he's progressed so well, and he's still only 19-year-old. Very good keeper we've got on his hands, with Matheson at right back. He's back fully now, with Burgess, Doyle and Thompson in the defence with him. Zambrano and Winchester are in my midfield. At least we've got Zambrano back, but Carl Winchester had actually a decent episode last time out, but don't trust him to be a starting centre mid, with Moreno on the right, Pritchard through the centre and Embleton on the left hand side of the cam rolls, with Benikafobe still up front as well, who didn't work out really against Bournemouth at all, his former club. Straight into this first game, we've dropped to 10th because of games in hand. I mean, Luton are still behind us and they've played 2 extra, so I don't think we'll drop further if QPR win and we lose. Maybe I'm wrong, but we play Notts Forest. First game, Nottingham Forest should I say. Still going to stay a bit loyal to you fans who have stayed through the series. I really do appreciate you staying with this save, even though I got sacked from that club. As we still do want to beat you though. Let's see what we can do at home. And let's have a look at Nottingham Forest team. It's Jack Butland, Mohamed Drager, Scott McKenna, Joe Worrell, Danny Rose still in that lineup. George Honeyman. Kind of sad I brought him to Nottingham Forest because I'd really want him at Sunderland now, an ex-Sunderland boy, with Yates in the midfield, Lolly, Marcus Paulo and Carvalho supporting Jonas Vind, who now has taken over Tyrese Campbell on the score sheet for the season because, of course, Tyrese Campbell's injured. That's quite saddening, as what a turnaround for both of these clubs. I went from being in the relegation zone with Forest to Sunderland just surviving. Now we're chasing the playoffs and Nottingham Forest are firmly in them, so yeah. Hopefully we can join them in them playoff spots if we can get a win right here. It's Pritchard straight away on the ball. He puts one out wide to Elliot Embleton. We're going to try and start on the front foot. They've got the Starburst kit on as well as Dominic Thompson. Terrible pass. 30 minutes into this one, João Carvalho gets a ball from Ryan Yates. As what a tackle that is. Ryan Yates still there to get on it. He's 81 rated at the moment. Him as that's a pop shot which has hit the crossbar from, I think it might have been Marcus Paulo in the midfield, but I don't have a clue how that's hit the bar. Baba Dinga, or Baba Gida, let that really sail past him a little bit too comfortable there. First big challenge from Forest, as now Jonas Vind has the ball in the midfield. Don't know why he's dropped back, as we need to try and watch them right here. Joe Lolly with a shot, Baba with a save. He hasn't kept hold of it, and we're lucky it hit the post. Baba's been a bit dodgy at the start of this game, you know, after his little bit of praise I gave him. I don't know what kind of animation that dive was, but we're lucky he hit the post. Forest's 2 chances have been a lot better than ours in this game, as we're still yet to have a shot, as Callum Doyle charging in the defence. He's going to put one around the corner into Moreno. That's a good touch on that. And that's a great pass from Winchester. Look at this for one-touch play. It's going to be Matheson to whip it in. It's still falling into his path if he can get that pass off, but can't. McKenna tackles and will be a goal kick, so at least we know we can make good moves, but that's not one of them. Alex Pritchard with the ball in the midfield right here. It has not been an eventful game at all, this one. Just a couple of chances, but not really big ones. As Winchester now. Can we make something from this? It's Zambrano on the ball. Elliot Embleton on the overlap. Hit that first time left-footed. Oh, Butland even took the mick right there. He started screaming before he even left his boot. He knew he was going wide. As Paolo gets booked himself. As now Matheson's been turned though, as they're going to try and attack from our chance. It's Marcus Paolo. Passes one to Wind. And oh my days, Babadinga with a save. And oh, that was dodgy from Burgess, you know. It almost hit his own man and went into the back of the net. As my days, Amechi wanted to talk to me, the manager, about that one, you could see. What a save though from Baba though. He hit it onto his crossbar. Now that's more like it. As it's 0-0 at half time. They've definitely had the better chances, but not that eventful for what should be a huge feisty game. Manager against ex-club. We are going straight into this second half. No changes from us, as that's got to be a handball, hasn't it? No, he stuck his hands up in the way from Pritchard's chip over the top, and Benikafobe had set off, as now Paolo gives one round the corner into Joe Lolly. It's Mohamed Drager now. This is good interchanging players. Can we get that tackle in button? That's perfect. Put that through the middle. Brilliant. Afobe straight onto Pritchard. Puts it in the path for Moreno to run to us. This is a good little counter from them losing the ball. Can we try and do something from this? Moreno whips it in deep. It's Embleton waiting. Drager with the clearance as that header. Paolo has just dived on our player's back. Now, that could have been in a second yellow. It is dangerous play, as now, and Zande Silva, however you say that, never used to play him, did I? So Silva on the ball, whips one in, Burgess with the header away. We've got to get onto that. Moreno, that's perfect though. What a challenge, and he's even kept the ball afterwards as Pritchard puts a terrible pass through the middle though. George Honeyman cutting it out, and Jonas Vind with a terrible touch. It's a good tackle from us. Good passing as we've hit the hour mark. Still 0-0 in this game, but at least it's come to life a little bit more for us, as now Winchester through the middle. Now that's just not where I wanted it. It was a horrific pass as Dominic Thompson's coming out to the right hand side here. Joe Lolly in the box. Paolo with a shot. Third time they've rattled the crossbar this game. This time at the other side of the field, and we are very lucky not to have conceded. But to be fair, all the shots they've had haven't been good ones. They've just luckily hit the crossbar. One deflected, one just caught Baba off guard, and I don't know how that one's hit the bar as well when he took the shot off balance, as we've got a counter as well. Love counter-attacking football. It's Embleton running through, and he wins a corner. Right, we've got to try and hit a man in the box right here. If we can steal something from a corner, I would be a very happy man, as it's in towards Doyle running forward. Paolo wins his header. It's still going to be us who picks up on this. Zambrano in the midfield. Can we try and just find a pass? We can't even do that. We get caught with it as, oh dear, Danny Rose is onside right here for Nottingham Forest, and this could be a chance. It's whipped across. It's Honeyman who hits that. Easy block in the end though. They really messed that move up as Embleton. Get your pass off, mate. Benikafobe, good pass that. Winchester whips it straight over the top for Moreno to run to. And you know what? Danny Rose is out of position. It's Moreno looking at Butland as it's a great save. Embleton. Oh, what a block. It's even a goal kick at the end of it. We should have had a goal right there, though. Embleton, what a block from Mohamed Drager, though. Looks like a 0-0 draw. However, 10 minutes left of play. It's one of my old favourite players, really. Jed Wallace, who I did bring to the club to play in that position, as that's a good tackle. But no, that's got to be our ball. He slide tackled us, as now McKenna has it right there. I'm not going to change anything. I will settle for a point as it stands, even though we really could do with more, as Jonas Wind on the ball right there into Paolo. Wind gets it again. Just don't lose this game now. Paolo with another pop shot. It's Ryan Yates who wins his header. Honeyman round the corner. Jed Wallace. Doyle with a block. And we've got to make a sub, really, aren't we? So Samuel Adoze is going to come on for us. 3 minutes left in this big game. We do not want to lose for a second time, as Paolo cuts inside of us right there. Edge of the box. Very edge as Honeyman gets it. Jed Wallace looking for an angle. Cameron Doyle with the tackle. Benikafobe with a good pass out that one. Embleton onto Pritchard. Back to Afobe. A run of Adoze is a good one. Danny Rose right side though. And Adoze, come on. That is a terrible pass. That's so sloppy, as we need to try and finish on the front foot if we can. Good tackle from Yates though, as the full-time whistle should go though. Don't let them have this attack. There we go. A 0-0 draw with my old club Nottingham Forest, and to be fair, with their ratings in their squad, with how good it is and how well they're actually doing without me, I will take that. Fair. 0-0 with Forest. And it does take us down to 11th as, yep, what I said I hoped didn't happen has happened. QPR have jumped above us with their win and our draw, but still, I've got faith we can rebuild as we've got 2 days before it's Derby Day. Oh, and Newcastle are even above Nottingham Forest, excuse me, as we are on 54 points, Stoke are now on 56, still with that game in hand, so I've got to make sure we really do beat them when we do play them. As before this game as well, two very good messages for the derby. Tyrese Campbell and Raphael Valley are both returning. Hopefully, they could start the game. As I think I'm only going to go for one change though for this derby, and it is just the main man. Tyrese Campbell, it still has him faded out, but I'm hoping he can play. Benik Fobe back to the bench. Everyone in this team as well, I've just noticed, apart from, of course, Winchester, who shouldn't be in this team if we didn't have injuries, no offence, is over 70 rated now. Matheson and Baba have made it to the 70 club, as Valley still stays on the bench, and Idozi. It's literally just Drew Yearwood, 09, and Van Acker. We're just missing as midfielders now, as that is the team for the Tyne-Wear derby against Newcastle. I'd usually make a bit more of a song and dance about it, but with the run we're in, we can't just focus on one derby now. We need to focus on them all, but it would really be good to win it. Come on, revenge is on the cards here as Freddie Woodman's in goal, Javier Manquillo, Fabian Schär, Jamal Lascelles, Daniel Munoz and Matt Target. Looks like they've changed the team altogether with Campbell, Hayden and Shelvey. Joe Linton in the team with Avila. I mean, I only recognise really Campbell and Avila from that last team. It was completely different, wasn't it? Still very strong from the Geordies, I must admit, but our team's gone from strength to strength as we've got as main striker back on. Of course, we have as John Joe Shelvey. Voldemort straight away offside, 3 minutes in, as Thompson with the pass down the line into Elliot Embleton, now into Zambrano, as we're going to try and look to go forward. Right here, Campbell, first touches back in her shirt, and as clean as ever with a back heel pass, as now Thompson into Zambrano, just trying to sneak forward. We're miles offside there, Campbell, but Pritchard with a shot. Munoz with a block. Can we get there? Yes, we can, Winchester, but not a good header. That's okay, though. Intent shown as now Target running down the line. That's a shrewd bit of business, isn't it? Matt Target. I like that in the Championship, but don't like him playing against me as Campbell's going to try and power it down this line. Oh, he's past one. The injury does not seem to be hampering him right here, even though he's still got a little bit of a knock as he's going to try and cross this one in. Wins a corner. That is absolutely brilliant from him. As where is he in the box? He's there near the front post. Going to try and get his head on it. He's good at these. Goes for it. Matt Target with the block away. Can we win that? We do. Matheson heads it down into Zambrano. Into Elliot Embleton, who can curl one. Fabian Schär tackles. If you're an aspiring footballer and you want to try an overhead kick in a derby, just don't. It's not going to work well if you miss it, especially with the fans getting onto you, as Zambrano can just poke that through the middle into Campbell, who can turn and run at this 5 at the back. It's hard to beat, of course. 5 defenders, but Moreno still onside right here. He's got a ball, he's got an angle, as Freddie Woodman can only palm that down. At least we're taking the first shot this time, as that's a terrible clearance as well. Pritchard around the corner. Campbell with a shot again, straight to Woodman. That's okay though, that's okay. A bit more intent as now Javier Manquillo turns us right there into Joe Linton. Dominic Thompson to get that pass out. And oh, that's a bad tackle on Zambrano. It's a good job he's okay after that one as Tyrese Campbell turns. He's got the run on from Pritchard. This is a good move. Switch that. Oh, Munoz with a good block. As it's not even going to reach. It's going to reach Campbell. Matheson needed to be closer. I mean, we're not winning yet, and we kind of are far off winning with our 2 pop shots, but I am enjoying the way we're playing as Moreno making a run. Right, we've got a switch on here. We've got Embleton at the other post. A Sunderland through and through player as he scores in the derby. We go 1-0 up in the 36th minute. At home against Newcastle, the Geordies are behind in 3rd place. We are keeping them out of the automatics and hopefully boosting us up into those playoffs, as what a cross it is from Moreno. Other side, we love that switch from cam to cam. Freddie Woodman, no chance. 1-0, captain's goal, Elliot Embleton. He is honestly my favourite player in this team. I mean, Tyrese Campbell's amazing. Some of his defenders are. His midfielder, Baba. I mean, everyone's amazing, really, but Elliot Embleton, just with the Grimsby connections he had as well, he's got to be my favourite, as that's a good tackle from Isaac Hayden right there, as they're going to try and attack Joe Linton. You can see they're already going a bit more attacking. pushing them fullbacks up more as Manquilo's got the ball. Back heel's not a good one. Straight into Zambrano. And let's try and get another one before half-time, shall we? They did kind of easily beat us at their place, so let's try and easily beat them here. As we've got a run from Embleton. A cross as well at the end of it. And oh, almost went through to Campbell. I tell you what though, Woodman's throwing is not good in this game as we're still going to look for more as Pritchard. Look how strong their defence looks though. Campbell with a pass off there to Pritchard through bodies. Hits the keeper. We're going to get to take this corner, you know. Bring a man shot and just whip it in the danger zone. Let's get anyone on it. It was almost to Campbell. Lascelles with the header. Moreno turns. Embleton again. He's off the crossbar. The way he hit that, I knew before it came off his foot it was going to be decent. As at half-time it's 1-0, could be 2. We are winning against our biggest rivals. And I've got to say, convincingly, we've been very, very good. Elliot Embleton with the goal after 45 minutes. But we have to keep this. What a win it will be. Newcastle got to try and find a way back into this game. As Dwight Gale comes on, he's retiring at the end of the season, but he is a championship merchant. Got to watch out for him as Winchester. Look at that. That's our only fit midfielder apart from Zambrano, and he's staying down. That is dirty from our rivals right there. He's still on that deck as Campbell. He's going to try and bring us on an attack right here. If we score, I might feel a little bit better as Embleton with a chance to cross. That's a good ball. Moreno just holding up for him though right there as Matheson wins that header. It looks like Campbell, or Winchester should I say, is on his feet, but I don't know where, as I'm going to probably have to sub him off as well. As John Joe Shelvey now into Gale, into Isaac Hayden. That's hit Winchester. That's a handball, but we're still going to get to play on because it did bounce down to them, of course, as Matt Target. Edge of the box into Kevin Campbell. He's got a man on the edge as well, so got to watch out. John Joe Shelvey, 1-2. Burgess with the block. It looks like they're going to try and do something right here. It's Matt Target. He's having to go all the way around. He's got the pass off, though, to Hayden as Shelvey now into Campbell. This is dodgy. It's a good tackle. It's good 1-2s. Look how quick they're going. I can't even read that with my own eyes. As now Shelvey on the edge of the box. Please just take a pop shot and waste it. As no, it wastes it anyway. But Zambrano, what are you doing? It's a shot and it's a big save, Baba. Bonswell's come on for Matt Target right now. They're saving their players. Where's Matt Ritchie, though? He hasn't come on, has he? As we still haven't made a sub. We're in a big game for Newcastle up next. A Premier League fixture in real life. Southampton versus the Geordies. As Matheson gives that through in the middle to Winchester. Winchester on to Pritchard. This is good build-up play. Tyrese Campbell now. Going to try and poke that out to the wing. And we've got the runner of Pritchard at the back post looking for him. Fabian Schär away. As Dwight Gale now pokes one out to Bonswell. This fullback that's come on. And that's a good ball. Shelvey hitting the side netting though. That's a big let off as we're going to welcome back to the field Raphael Valley, because he does like a late goal, you know, and with him being fully fit, right, well, not fully fit because of the injury, of course, but fit as in energised. Hopefully he can do something as Almiron's come on for them. You can see they're attacking intent as now Valley put that down the line. That's a good ball into Matheson. Munoz reading it, but still we've got the ball. We've got 13 minutes as that's into Winchester who's carried on. I love the determination from him right here as that's a good move from Zambrano. Lost the ball to Campbell though. As it's now Pritchard on it, and look at this run out wide. This is Elliot Embleton, the youth prospect who scored the derby goal so far, but that's a good move right there. Winchester through bodies. Woodman saves. Right, we're going to get him off now for Corey Evans. I mean, hopefully he can see out the game. 49 pace is concerning, as that's a good ball in though, and Doyle scored. We've won the derby. We've done it. We have done it. I want to get more excited, but I'm thinking about the rest of the season. But what a moment that is. We've done it in the Championship, 2-0 against Newcastle, and it's Callum Doyle. I always try him at corners to get his head on it. He's finally done it this time. The fans are going mental, and this is a big moment for them. Whipped into the box, front post, Javier Manquillo. Don't know what he's playing at. He's put it in the roof of his net. Home and dry it should be. As what a moment that is. Dwight Gale on the ball. We're going to see this game out now. We're just going to see what can happen. It's his first goal in 38 games. I think it's his first goal under me as manager, but what a time to get it, as that's a good ball into Avila, though. And he has got one back. That's a good finish from the Argentine running into us and all that, but I am going to skip that replay. I mean, what a ball it was, but it's a good job we got that goal now, because now we can hopefully see it out. Burgess, we've got 3 minutes left. I'm passing it around the back a little bit in career mode, I know I am, but Let's try and make it 3 actually. Let's just go for it, shall we? Because it would be good to get 3 over the rivals in the derby. As Pritchard, we've got space here. You can see they're going attacking us. That's dirty, that. That's a terrible foul, and we're going to end this game with a free kick. I don't care what happens. It's going to be Pritchard to take it. I'm just going to put full power on it right there. See what can happen. He's hit the post. That was close from that range, as that's the end of the game. Got a bit too excited for my own good there. Probably broke the microphone, but we have won it 2-1 at the Stadium of Light. Steve Bruce, he is gutted there. Shake of the head. As we are over the moon, closer to those playoffs, closer to Newcastle in the playoffs. Now, they might not get into the promotion automatic, should I say. But what a game that is. Sunderland 2, Newcastle 1. The time where Derby belongs to us again. What a game. What a game, as every team's on 57 points now. Bournemouth have a game over us, though, so I'm still hopeful we can leapfrog them, as it's a simulated one now against Preston, who lost to Stoke, who still we have to play, who's a big game, as Carl Winchester's out for 4 weeks. That's not good, actually. That's really not good, as at least we've got 2 other players doing well in training, and I don't think it's long turnaround before this next game. Actually, no, I think we've got a week. Never mind, I just saw the fixtures. Yeah, we've got quite a bit. So we've got scout reports coming back, but I really need to win these last 3 games. If we win these, because there's not many games left, I think there's 8 now. And how far are we off? Because Stoke, that Stoke game is just absolutely huge. It is. 62 points. We are 5 points off them. We can make it 2 today, so there's no worry about that. But we've got to try and win these simulated ones, as we are away. And how fair is that? We've got a player on international duty. That's really fair, isn't it? I know what happened last time that happened, but this is the team we're going to play. At least Wright's the same rating who can step in. We've got Campbell in there. We've got Valley now back on the wing. We've dropped Pritchard into central midfield with Zambrano. I'm going to have to trust that. He hasn't got the best defence and physical stats, but at least he's an engine right there. And I trust him more than Embleton, who's better going forward, to be fair now. As let's simulate this. Please don't lose, as it's a 2-0 win. That is huge. Valley with a return goal. Now he starts. And Pritchard with 4 minutes to go. That's the first bit done. Now it is all about this one, as what's the goal difference? We are 3 points off them now. What is the goal difference? Okay, 7. So even if we do win here, we're probably going to be outside with the goal difference. But this is massive. We can go on to the same amount of points and leave 6 games to go for us to just scrap it out where we really need to do well. And we don't have that many hard games. We've got Norwich in there, who are top of the league, but I don't think we're going to win 6 out of 6 anyway. I mean, we can dream, but I don't think we are going to, as Dominic Thompson is really progressing well here, and we need to sort this team out. We need to win it. As the team is, I think I'm going to go, have to go with the same team. Yeah, Burgess I'm going to bring to the bench. I'm going to try Wright, though, because he did keep a clean sheet, and he does have more pace than Burgess, even though he's a lot older. So we'll go with that. Tyrese Campbell and Valley back in the same team. I love to see that, and I can't wait to test them in the biggest game of our season so far. And we should have this home advantage as well, as Josef Bursic in goal, Tom Edwards, Tommy Smith, Harry Suter, James Chester, Alfie Doherty. It's 5 at the back. Jordan Thompson in midfield with Fossum and Grimes, Nishimura and Brown up front. I mean, we've got their ex-striker though, haven't we? Tyrese Campbell. Let's see if he can do it against his old club when he really needs to. It's Doherty straight away on the ball, and he's going to try and run it down this line. What's he going to do with it here? Cut back into Grimes. Grimes gives it to Doherty again, as Moreno's right in there to read that one. Zambrano to run forward, and what can we try and do right here? There's no one I really can switch it to, is there? So I'm going to have to try and cut back. Can I try and put that across the midfield? That's not a Y ball, that's an A ball, so it should not go like that, or whatever it is on PS5, I forgot already, as we're going to cut that one out as well. Doyle, straight forward. That's not a good one, though, as Fossum now into Thompson. They've gone through the middle into Nishimura with a long shot, and what a long shot that is. 10 minutes in, Stoke take an early lead. What a goal. That's the worst start we could have asked for, isn't it? Brilliant fired in shot from their striker from miles out, and it's landed bang in the top corner. Now, why our defenders back off him, I will never know. Bailey Wright, back in the team, does us very, very badly right there. And look at that, leaves his boot and just flies into that top bin. 1-0 Stoke. Please don't be a Bournemouth. Please don't be a Bournemouth. Let's not just let it go downhill like this. As Valley with a pass into Zambrano. Now we're on the back foot and searching for a goal. I don't really trust us, to be fair. We do well when we score first most of the time. As Matheson, can he whip in a deep ball right there into Embleton, though, who was waiting. Tom Edwards with a head away. Tyrese Campbell with a spin on the spot into Pritchard. And what a terrible place to give the ball away. That is Alex Pritchard. I mean, I know you're not physical, but you should keep that anyway. As Doyle with a great tackle, though. Matheson to Moreno, terrible pass. We're not doing well in this game as Moreno still does keep it though. Into Campbell. That's a good exchange pass though. And we've got men at the back post again. Moreno goes for one of them whipped in balls around the corner. Tom Edwards got the final touch. And how's that stayed in play? I will never know. It looks like half an hour in we're going to be behind in this one. Still can't get the ball. Second to it. They're just more urgent as us, as that's a penalty, isn't it? Yeah. Handball, I'm guessing. I don't have a clue how that's handball, but it's been given. It's Nishimura against Baba again. It's the wrong way. It's the biggest game of our season, and we are crumbling like mad. This is the worst I've ever seen us play. 2-0 to Stoke. You can see the sky's gone slightly red, and I don't blame it because I'd be absolutely fuming as well. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's try and get back into this one, shall we? Moreno. Maybe I need to try and change this formation up or go a bit more attacking, as that's a terrible attempt of a tackle. Straight to Elliot Embleton. Can we get one back? Still wide. As now Zambrano puts one through to Elliot Embleton though, and he's got a bit of a gap right here. Right, Embo, please, you can't miss this one. It's saved by Bursic. The sweaty was blocked off, as that is a horrific miss, that one, and just took down slightly in the box. That was a big nudge, that one, as we've sent players forward, and now we're going to get caught on the attack, aren't we? He's miles off. I kept him offside. Linesman, I kept him offside. I can't believe this game. I really can't. They've messed it up a little bit. Not running straight through, as they've still got the ball, though. Long shot again, but I can't believe that won't given us offside. Medshora kept him off, as the pass across the middle is a good one. Embleton to Campbell. Campbell now out wide to Dominic Thompson. Thompson back heels that in the midfield. Can we just get one back? Campbell making a move. Hits it through bodies. That's on ball. Right. Penalty to us. Tommy Smith is guilty of it, as it's telling us to make a sub. I've changed the formation up, haven't I? As it's going to be Campbell against the keeper. And I'm going to go straight down the middle. How's your luck? How is your luck? Can we score from the corner? No, we can't. He catched it. 2-0 at break. By far the worst half of football I have ever seen on FIFA. How unlucky do you have to be? Eh? How unlucky. Missed a penalty. They scored one from a handball. It's all just going pear-shaped as now Embleton. Let's try and get straight back into this, shall we? Pritchard. What can Pritchard do right here? Find someone on the edge of the box. It's Bailey Wright. He's tackled. He's all over the field positionally, as now Matheson's coming across to right back. We should have got that ball right there. That was a sloppy pass, but we still don't read it, as now Alfie Doherty, the left wing back, cuts inside of us. It's a pass into Fossum. Good tackle right there from Moreno, but still they've got a gap through that middle. Passed it through. Nishimura's hat-trick. Skip it. I don't care. That's now 3 or 4 goals we really needed to win this game. We don't want to draw it. I don't want to draw it. I don't want 1 point. I don't want to be chasing them. I want to be in front of them, but we're going to be further behind as it stands, and with the form this will take us on to, we'll be further behind. As Amechi with a pass in the middle right there. Pritchard, can we get one back, Embleton? Still can't. Always when it matters. It's always when it matters that we absolutely boil this, as bottle, should I say, as that's a terrible pass from Baba. But Matheson does keep the ball, pass that across. Look how close that is to their attackers. And we've still passed it to them. It's Sam Sturridge, a back heel into Jordan Thompson. Baba, a brilliant starfish right there, but how we've put ourselves in that situation, I will never know. As that pass around the corner meets Zambrano. Zambrano into Embleton. Can we get a run, Tyrese Campbell, please? You've been shocking against your former club, as Amechi off the bench, running at them right here. We've got a whip in to the middle. Campbell header over the bar. Even when we've created chances, they've been terrible, as Edwards. Tom Edwards running down this line, cuts inside into Surridge. Surridge onto Edwards again. This is getting a bit competitive. Well, not competitive, but repetitive. Us just not getting the ball, as it's nutmegged us right there, and Brown makes it 4. There's literally 20 minutes still to go in this game, and Stoke just keep on going. They deserve their playoff spot. I mean, hopefully next season's our season. I'm writing it off already. Maybe we could still sneak in there. 6 games to go, but The gap's going to be 6 points. No excuses after this game. We've got to win them all. As Amechi even takes a terrible touch right there. And they are parking the bus even though they keep scoring. As Matheson into Evans. Campbell. Now Embleton's got a bit of a gap. But Doherty still defends. And the keeper don't even bother picking it up. Wouldn't have been a pass back. But just uses his feet. As they've switched it across the field right now. And Babadinga, please get that. No, passed inside. Sam Surridge off the bench gets in on the fun. It is 5 goals to start. I mean, maybe I was very optimistic. These have just brought their A. Getting Martin O'Neill. What are you feeding him? Look at that ball right down the field. I thought Baba was going to come. He stopped. I brought him out fully to try and commit. Didn't commit. Sweaty goal. It's now Sam Klukas on the ball. He's retiring at the end of the season as well. That's a switch across. And Mechi does read that in the midfield now to Corey Evans around the corner. Isn't a good one. 4 minutes to go. We can't let it be 6. I play bottom of the league next in a simulation, and I haven't got faith I'm going to do well in that after how this game's gone. As Zambrano. What was that? As now it's through again. Bailey Wright just getting there. Can safely say I prefer Burgess, as that's a dodgy pass. Need to get that away. Everything I do is not working. Everything. I'm playing the way I usually do. As Surridge with a 1-2 right there. Surridge with a long shot, and what a save it is from Baba. It could have been 6. It still can be, because they're going to get a chance to whip this corner in. Need to get the head away at the front post, and please do not let them score this. It's onto Sutar, onto Doyle. Surridge keeps it. Our ball, just whack it. Just whack it. It's down the field. It's not even won by our player. Won by them in the midfield, and it's a 5-0 defeat at home. We need to apologise to the fans. We need to apologise to you guys for watching that. And we need to try and bounce back if we can. We're going to try and knock that team, who are absolutely thrashed us, out the playoff places somehow. And that was not a good game of FIFA. It is 6 points. At least no one else has really gone above us, apart from QPR, but I kind of expected that. I saw they beat Newcastle, as I don't think there's any chance we're beating Reading unless they go in really bad form. It's still Stoke we chase. As Birmingham, we're going to have to rotate, aren't we? They are bottom of the league, but we're very, very tired. So I didn't see Vallejo at all in that last game. As we'll go with that, just 2 changes, Adozi and Burgess. I trust the rest of the boys, even though I trust them for the last game. As we're going to get on with this really quick, simulate this game. They've got a fully fit team. Bottom of the league, it's a 2-2 draw. Okay, Adozi getting a goal, Valabli at Cosgrove, and Doyle just saving us with his second goal this episode. It's gone from the highs of Derby Day to the very lows right now, as it's more than 6. It's now 8 points, the gap. 8 points. They've got to lose 3 games, we've got to win them. I think, I don't want to say this game right yet, I think it's bottled now. I think we just got to see how we do towards the end of the season. Maybe pick up some free signings and really, really build for next season, where I hope we can do better. It's really the start of the season that's bottled it for us right here. We were in the relegation zone, so we've done really well to get up to where we have been. But it could have been so much better. As, get off my screen. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. Hopefully we can do better for you guys in the future. As that has been it from me. Not the best of episodes, but we move. We have to move. Take care, in a bit, and peace.